Analysts are starting to say the Shiba Inu coin is on the verge of a breakout. A breakout that could lead to a 17x gain. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I have no idea if Shiba Inu coin is going to make a 17x surge. I believe that's a little bit too high, especially for any time soon, but it's not impossible. Once we get beyond that all-time high of 8,800 points per coin, sure, 2,300 points per, or 23,000 points per coin, or whatever the level is at a 17x here, we're going to go over it in a minute. That is a possibility because there's no level of technical resistance on the chart beyond 8,800 points per coin. There's psychological levels of resistance, dropping that zero and so on. You know, $100 billion is going to be a psychological level of resistance. There's that stuff, but there's no technical resistance left on the chart beyond 8,800 points per coin. So it is a possibility, but it's not going to be easy. We're going to go over the numbers in this video, and if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and as you can see, Shiba Inu coin is poised for a massive 17x surge. Can it break out soon? Now, we're going to go over the numbers in a second here, but I also want to mention Best Wallet. I'm trying to work with these guys. You guys are helping a little bit. Some people are downloading, but not enough. If you guys use that link down in the description below to download Best Wallet, I'm going to try and give away some Shiba Inu coin or do something with it. So make sure you use that link. Now, Best Wallet is a cryptocurrency wallet very similar to Trust Wallet, Coinbase Wallet, MetaMask, and so on. And clearly well over 100,000 downloads, 4.3 star reviews. And I've been using it for about 6 months now. So make sure to check it out. And if we get those numbers up, we're going to be able to do something with them. Give away some Shiba Inu coin or something there so that we can reward everybody for downloading a new wallet, checking it out, and seeing if they like it. Shiba Inu coin trades at about 1278 points per coin right now, down 61% from the December peak of 3,300 points per coin. Now, analysts predict a breakout to 23,000 points per coin, a 17x surge from the current levels. Now it says whale transactions spiked about 200% to 7.49 trillion SHIB, while the burn rate surged 2,227% in 24 hours, as this article was written a little bit earlier today. It says Shiba Inu coin appears to be set for a significant rally as analysts anticipate a surge to 23,000, not 2,300, 23,000 points per coin. After months of volatility, Shiba Inu coin is regaining attention while trading near 1278 points per coin, marking a steep 61% decline from the December 2024 peak. Now, here's the thing, okay? It says this pattern began forming after Shiba Inu coin's meteoric rise to 8,800 points per coin in October of 2021. That moment, fueled by a wider cryptocurrency bull market, marked its all-time high. But after the rally cooled, Shiba Inu coin started to slide. And as you can see, these lower highs and higher lows have been hit. Now, here's the problem, right? We can't just draw a line that says Shiba Inu coin's going up 17x. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Sure, Shiba Inu coin can break out of this wedge that is on the screen here. And I believe this is maybe a 2-week chart or something like that, a 2-3 week chart that they got on here. I don't know exactly what the time frame is. I tried to recreate it. I can't recreate this exact chart here, but I believe it's about a 2-week chart. But you can't just try. Like, yes, you guys get it. Shiba Inu coin can break up above this level, but just to make up a thing in your mind, 17x, 23,000 points per coin because it sounds cool, we can't do that in technical analysis, right? It says fast forward to March of 2025. Shiba Inu coin is back at crucial lower trend line, currently testing the support. Crypto Elites highlights this zone as a strong buying opportunity, often preceding major price movement. And I don't disagree with that, right? Shiba Inu coin is at major levels of support right now. So if you guys are willing to accumulate, you could do so on places like KSEX. I'm going to look at this chart in a second here and show you guys my chart. But yeah, this is an accumulation zone if you have the money to accumulate and if you're willing to accumulate more Shiba Inu coin. I know a lot of people have a lot of SHIB at this point in time because we've been accumulating for 3 years. So if you'd rather diversify, absolutely. But if you're still looking to average down on SHIB, you could do that as well. This is a successful surge beyond the symmetrical pattern could propel Shiba Inu coin prices towards 23,000 points per coin, marking a staggering 17-fold increase from the current levels. Reaching this target would eliminate a zero and set a new all-time high. Yeah, but guys, you can't just make this number up. Is what I'm saying. Now, we could say 23,000. We could say 23 million points per coin. We could say 2 cents if we wanted to. And it all boils down to the fact that there is no limit. Once Shiba Inu coin breaks beyond that all-time high, this is one of the things that gets me excited about cryptocurrency, right? When something is hitting an all-time high, the only level of resistance is mental, right? The only level of resistance is emotional. So that's why you have to worry about an all-time high being broken, and then the nice, significant round number of 10,000 points per coin, where you're going to drop that next zero. Then you have to worry about a $100 billion market cap level of resistance. So there's no level of technical resistance, but it all boils down to the significant psychological, emotional levels of resistance that traders are going to deal with. Because if people bought, and this is the beauty of it as well, and you're never going to get people to do this, but if people just bought with the intention of holding, the price would go up forever. And, I think a lot about gold, right? A lot of people go out there and they buy gold. It's safe. It's your store of value. It slowly goes up. It's a hedge against inflation. They say all this stuff. And in all honesty, gold is stupidly hard to sell. I mean, it's dumb how hard it is to sell physical gold. You got to go to a coin dealer. You got to go to a jewelry store. You got to go to a scrap seller. And you got to sell the gold for scrap value based on what day it is. And hopefully they're going to give you a right price. And they might give you a 5% discount because, hey, they got to make their money as well. They're just going to melt it down and sell it for scrap. Gold is it's a pretty good store of value because you can't sell it, right? You can't go out there and easily liquidate it without going somewhere, having them melted down. They're taking their commission, they're taking their fees, they're beating you down. And cryptocurrency is much different than that. A click of a button, you've got it going, you've got it sold. But with that in mind, guys, Shiba Inu coin could break out. And I want to show you my chart just very quickly here. This descending trend line that you see, this is a daily chart. Shiba Inu coin is almost at the end of this wedge. Okay? And I don't know if SHIB's going to consolidate on the lower end here for another, what does this take us out to? I don't even know what date this would be. It doesn't continue to tick on. This might be another week or two, right? Before this wedge would end here. And as this wedge ends, Shiba Inu coin should, right, go to the upside. It should break out to the upside, knowing that it has very strong support. Now, I will be the first to say the fear right now may prevent that from happening. A level of 27 fear yesterday, a level of 27 fear today. People are shell-shocked. Now, if that fear begins to tick back up into confidence and into greed, we will absolutely see a breakout to the upside. And this line, the line that you're seeing on the screen on CaseX, comes from a very multi-year chart. You can go out to the monthly graph for Shiba Inu coin. You can see that we're at some pretty strong support. Even stronger support would be down in the 750 point per coin range. But if you connect the lower highs that have been hit since the all-time high in October of 2021 here, you can see Shiba Inu coin ripping, setting up that resistance. Setting up that resistance. So I do agree with that chart. A breakout of this line right here at about 2,300 points per coin now in the next couple of months could really send Shiba Inu coin much, much higher. But it is going to be some very strong resistance. So please be careful if Shiba Inu coin bounces back up again. Are we going to soar up to 23,000 points per coin anytime soon? I don't know. But I am optimistic about an upcoming bull market rally. If you guys are acquiring Shiba Inu coin or any other crypto, the KSEC centralized exchange is an excellent place to do so. They actually allow you to trade on leverage. The leverage they give you is up to 100x leverage, and you get 0% futures fees. So you couldn't ask for a better or cheaper fee than the KSEC exchange. Best selection of crypto I've seen in the United States. And do not forget Best Wallet. I want you guys to download this wallet so that, of course, we can do something. We can work together and give away some Shiba Inu coin or something like that to reward everybody for trying a new wallet. It is absolutely free. All that good stuff. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.